And continuing from the last movie, let's go to second normal form. Now this is a mouthful. Provide for no partial dependencies on a concatenated key where all non-key values must be fully functionally dependent on the primary key, and take a breath, such that no partial dependencies are allowed and a partial dependency exists when a column is fully dependent on a part of the composite primary key. What does that mean? That's a good question. Let's go and show you an example again. So what's happened here? If you remember from the application of first normal form, we went from a table that had all the sales order information in one table, we divided it up into two, and now we've separated out the customer information and stock item information. What's the simplest way to explain this? Well, customer name and address gets repeated for every sales order every time the customer makes an order. So we don't want to repeat customer name, customer address, customer phone on every single sales order, so we take it out and put it in a separate table. And we put the customer name in the sales order table to link back to the customer information. So we're removing static information. What we're actually doing is we're removing the composite key. You can see this more clearly if we look at the previous example again with first normal form. So I'll bring up the first normal form transition again. What you can see on the sales order item table is we have a composite key in the sell order item table. We want to get rid of that because we don't want duplications of stock items and stock item information, stock description, stock unit price, stock source department, stock source city. The only things that need to be on the sell order item table are actually the stock number, what the customer ordered for that particular order item line, and the quantity of that item he ordered for that particular line item on the sales order. Everything else can be in a separate table. So we're separating it out. We're removing the composite primary key, which incidentally, because the customer name is higher in the hierarchy, or the customer information is higher up in the hierarchy tree than the sales order, technically the sales order can also have a composite key of customer name followed by order number. This is second normal form. It's removing static information effectively from the dynamic information. Customer and stock item information is static. It doesn't change very much. It certainly doesn't change as much as the sales orders and sales order items, because customers constantly order, if they're good customers, they order lots of things over a consistent or long period of time. And the stock items, we sell many of the same things over and over again, hopefully. Now let's go to third normal form. There must be no dependencies on non-key attributes such that transitive dependencies must be eliminated. Again, let's go to an example. And here is my third normal form example. What's changed here? This stock source department table has appeared from the stock item. Why? Because in here, in the stock item table, we have a city that is dependent on a department that is dependent on the stock item number or stock number. So we have to separate out, well, we can separate out the city from the department, leaving the department in the stock item table, therefore making sure that we don't have duplicate city items within the stock item table. Obviously, department, city, it depends on the application, depends on the company, how these items are actually arranged, but all I'm simply showing you is that you're eliminating that transitive dependency from city to department to stock number within the same table and splitting it out.